us to manage this first free webinar that will introduce our session in Belgrade the next 26th of April. With us, one friend, but in particular one of the huge professional guy that I never met in my life, Mr. Xavier R, that was the previous industrial director of Electrolux Professional in France. And he will introduce briefly an introduction of what we will see the next section during the 26th of April. Before that, I would like to introduce our friends at Confindustria, in particular some professional person that will join during the meeting in Belgrade. Silvia, that is here with us, that is the responsible of the service. Zorana, that is the responsible marketing. And Vera, that is the manager of content and community. Thank you to be here with us. Now I would like to leave the floor to Stephanie, that will introduce briefly the webinar. And obviously you are free to write all the questions on the box on the left, or by email or by WhatsApp. We will share soon all the information. Please, Stephanie.
Okay. First of all, good morning to everyone, and welcome to our snippet about the first session of the Experiential Operations Management course organized by 𝗏𝗏𝗏. My name is Stephanie Rankin, and I assist with all the English courses and lessons and whatever have you for the group. And in case you don't know, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is a consulting group based in Italy, and it was founded by Andrea in 2004 after working many years in Asia, and specifically in China and Thailand. And he put together a group of consultants, of highly motivated consultants, and they're all specialized in different areas of business that go from practical housekeeping to psychological and also physical well-being. The one thing that keeps us all together is our desire to share our knowledge and our experience, to learn from our clients, and to really make the difference. And we believe that experience is priceless. And this is the reason we came up with the Industrial Makers course, where important managers share the experience that they accumulated through the years that ultimately led them to create successful procedures, successful business strategies for their companies. And so, very briefly, without further ado, we will let Xavier R talk, because just to say that after his career in the Navy, he decided to turn his attention to industry. And throughout his years in business, he guided both small and large manufacturing companies through different challenges. And he is here today to give us a hint about what he's going to talk about at our event in Belgrade on the 26th of April. Okay, Xavier, it's up to you now.
Yes, thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. It will be a tough challenge for me to present you in a couple of pages what we will share during a full day in Belgrade in April. Let's say that during this first session, we will have a common thread, and we will take care that on each discussion we will have, we will think about operations, and we will think of how operation could better support the company, and how operation can make sure that they are a key player in the company's strategy. Who could join this session? We can welcome in the session all kinds of managers from all companies' departments. It is not only people from operation, it is people from all departments, and this is very important because all of them will learn something. We will have so many experiences to share with them. Of course, it can be with people having interest in industry, as well as master students. How we will run the session? Session will include 4 parts. All in all, we will share definition, concept, but the most important, this is to share life experience and learning. And during the full day, and with the help of question and answer, we will be sure to have an effective transfer of experience between the trainer and the participants. Let's go quickly through the first part of this day. We will start by the beginning, and the beginning is company strategy. And for that, we will have to well understand what is a company and what is the place of a company in the society. And a company is something that needs to have a strategy. We will go through the process of how to define the strategy, what should be inside the strategy. And strategy is not only for big groups, this is for all kinds of business, from the smallest one to the biggest one. Strategy will help the company when the unexpected occurs to survive and to go through the pathway of his mission. A company should be well defined, and for all employees, for everybody inside the company, knowing perfectly the purpose, the why the company exists, the vision, where should the company go, and the mission, what will do the company on a daily basis, for whom. Of course, we will underline that values, the way we are working inside the company is so important for every participant, every people. After having a clear understanding of the company and its foundation, we will go to the outside of the company. And outside of the company, this is customer listening, market demands, and product range. Those 3 points are clearly well connected together. And we will see that we are in an economy model who is really changing with various trends. And considering that is very important in order that the company will define the right strategy for the future.
Yeah.
Supply and low demand will dictate what should have the company to set up as a capacity, because the demand of the market, of course, the supply should be designed at the right level in order to deliver what is the market expecting. And we know that the market today is really influenced by society trends. We will go through all the society trends, and we identified 15 of them, very important. If we don't consider them, we miss for sure something. And considering the society trends will help to adjust the strategy, to reinforce it, and to prepare the company for the future. Our dear customer, without customer, a company is nothing. To catch customer will need to invest a lot of energy and cost. On the other side, to keep those customers on board is something very important. And for that, listening, survey, and feedback will be a key point. And we will see in this part of the presentation how we will build a strong relationship with the customer and how we will make sure that we will serve them in the best way. A customer is nothing without a product, and a desired product from a customer. We will focus on product range, product mix, to make sure that we have in our company the right offer for our customer in order to better serve them. The product life cycle is something very important to consider in operation, because the level of production will need to be adjusted. In product life cycle, from the introduction to the decline of a product, the capacity installed will not be the same, and operation will have to adjust accordingly and to make sure that supply chain will follow the market demand. After this second part, we will move to the third part. In this third part, we will dig in more in details about vision of the supply chain, operational vision. This is where we will do the value added, where we will prepare things for our customer. And we will keep in mind that we are in industry, and in industry, we have regular evolution. And I would say that the speed is increasing now. We are quite exiting from the fourth industry and moving to the 5.0 model. We will see how to consider those points, and how to take advantage of it, and what to take care about, and how the new trend could help us to even develop our business. A very strong point in a company is a supply chain. In a manufacturing company is a supply chain. And this is the main difference from one company to another company. Supply chain will be a very key player in order to deliver what is expected from the customer, what is expected from the market. So in this part, we will go in deep in the supply chain, and we will see all the components of it, starting from the customer order to the customer delivery, and going in deep in planning, sourcing, and manufacturing, and see what should we set up in order to have the right capacity to produce. The last part, where we focus more on operation and performance objective. We remember that operation should have vision, and of course, this vision is here to serve and to support the company's strategy and the company strategy and growth. Sharing the focus element, we will see what are the key points that operation should carefully manage in order to better serve the market. One of the big tools, it will not be, of course, detailed in this day, because Lean Beta has a lot of other modules to discuss about Lean, but we will see and we will connect with other modules by underlining that Lean deployment is something so important in manufacturing. Why to do Lean? Because Lean will help us to focus on maximizing customer value while minimizing waste. Operations have a big mission. They have to deliver without accident in each plant, at the right product, at the right place, at the right cost, with the expected quality level, and of course, making sure that all impact to environment are reduced. And for that, we will see that this is very important to manage operation on a daily basis and measure what is happening in operation. We will share a setup of KPI and KNI. KPI like key performance indicator, and KNI like key activity indicator. All of them are used in manufacturing to measure performance and to track progress. And this is very important to define who will measure, what to measure, how to measure. Every day, measure will be different depending on the focus we will have, and depending, it can happen, deviation we will have in the company. Bottom line, measuring all those KPI and KNI will help us that we are sure in operation that we deliver and we support the company strategy. And finally, we will be able and we will be in a good position where the mission will be achieved to celebrate as a team.
Thank you.
Okay, don't worry, we will come back to the presentation. Xavier, in the while, you can share the screen. So very interesting what you have said so far, and really is visible your experience on the field, no? Because our idea is to share experience done directly by managers that were able to make things happen. With us, as I said before, Confindustria Serbia, with Vera, with Silvia, with Zarana, and I would like to ask to them briefly which is the situation of industries and why industries in Serbia could be interested to meet us in Belgrade the next 26th of April. I don't know who of you would like only to share briefly a few ideas about.
I can tell you a couple of things about the
Thank you, Silvia.
Evolution of industrial production here in Serbia. So there is a historic, let's say, build-up of industry here that was somehow stopped about what happened during the 90s, and particularly the last couple of years, and the international sanctions that hit, of course, production and export from Serbia. Industrial production had somehow to start all over again at the beginning of the 2000s, and it moved pretty fast thanks to the foreign direct investments, several European, mostly countries, performed here. At the moment, I would say that all the economic sectors and the production in all economic sectors, it's pretty much very well developed. But probably the managerial level still would need a hand and some support to pass to its workers the idea of the various management style at disposal they have to increase their production level and increase the value of the products produced. Let's say that 69% of the Serbian production goes to the market of the European Union. So there are strong connection to management styles used in the European Union. Several member companies of Confindustria use actually lean management in their production, especially, of course, automotive companies, but other manufacturing companies as well. I don't know if you need.
No, it was really interesting. Thank you, Silvia, for what you have said, in particular from your point of observation that is related to the service for Confindustria Serbia. Thank you so much. Xavier, keep going with the last part of the presentation. Thank you so much.
No, it was done. It was last page.
Yes, great. Now we are seeing, I think, the industrial makers, the cover of the presentation so far.
Yes.
Great. Keep going. Xavier, if you can keep going with the presentation.
It was the last page, Andrea.
Finished.
We finished with KPI and KNI.
Now you can see the cover of the presentation. So the first section, Belgrade 26, so the blue one, okay, not the white one. So you have to keep going with the last slides that you show. Okay, now we will see, sorry, okay, launch please this slide. Yeah, yes, we are in the right page now. Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, this one is the last one, Andrea.
This one is the last one that we saw. We saw the KPI and the KI, yes.
Yes, and this is finished here. It's the last point of the part 4.
Great, great. So at the end, I would like to say what we have seen is what we will see during the next first section of industrial makers. Just in case, what I could do is to share briefly with Stephanie what the industrial maker means. So I would like to ask to Stephanie briefly to share with us the main information about the industrial makers program. Just in case you can share a few words, Stephanie, about. Sorry, Stephanie, here we are. Now your microphone is working.
Okay. I think one of the most important things to remember is that, referring also to Xavier in his industry evolution, is that with any industry, we risk sidestepping essential pillars of society. And one of these pillars is experience. And this is what industrial makers is all about. It's actually the ancient Greeks and the American Indians sharing through the elders something, and this experience in itself is a game changer. So here we have this industrial makers course, which is designed for managers and for experts to actually share with the elders, learn from the elders, accumulate a treasure trove of information that then they can bring back to their companies and really make a difference. The sessions run from, then if you're able to follow all of the sessions, imagine how much information you can actually accumulate. The sessions run from April to November, and they're usually about 4 or 6 hours. They can be on remote, or you can also participate, physically participate. it has everything to do with operations, obviously. So it covers, obviously, operations is the core of any industry. So it covers all areas of what is important for a company. And then I think there's also looking also information. They also say there might be some factory tours available as well. There are many different people that speak. Each one of them is, in any case, devoting their time, and consequently, anyone who devotes their time to actually sharing must be passionate about his job. And passion is something that's fascinating, and you can't not learn from someone who's passionate about their job. So, you know, this is a unique opportunity, if you want. Is there anything else I have to say, Andrea?
No, I think that you already share almost everything. I would like to ask to Samuel, that is our colleagues, only to spend a few words about the full program, because as you know, Samuel better than me. Thank you, Samuel, to join our webinar. There is a sort of focus on the 26th, but then for Italian people that would like to join Belgrade and 4 days of vacation, there is the possibility, Samuel, to travel from Bologna to Belgrade.
From Bologna,
and then spend
yes,
4 days there.
And
Can you share with us if you think about?
The event lasts 4 days, and during this event we will also have it won't only be a sort of professional moment, but it will also be on the one hand a moment of networking for a lot of companies in order to be able to get more contacts and to share information about their company, and also it will be a possibility for anyone that maybe just wants to visit Serbia to be there, to visit Belgrade, and also to visit the Serbian hinterland. So yeah, that's about the main details of the event.
Thank you, Samuel, for what you share with us. So the information are available, and I would like to thank a lot Confindustria Serbia, because they already share and with all this information through newsletter for all your associates and all the people that are following you on your social networks. So I would like to only to summarize this great opportunity that we'll have to build, is correct, Stephanie, some bridge, no, cultural bridge, then networking bridge, and I think that we could learn a lot in this type of session, not only by Xavier, that is the really important person that will share all his experience, but through the connection of all the people, managers, companies, sharing of business card, and a possibility so to create opportunity of business from the sales point of view and from the purchasing point of view, remembering, Stephanie, that Serbia is really so close to Italy. We're talking about 5 hours from Trieste, if not wrong, and from Bologna 2 hours maximum flying directly from Bologna to Belgrade. The last time for you, Stephanie, and then for our friends from Confindustria Serbia, only to invite all the managers, industries that would like to share with us this 26th of April directly in the heart of Belgrade.
Sorry, what is it I'm supposed to say?
No, if you want only to summarize briefly what we have said, Stephanie, and
okay,
then
about Serbia, about
this event, Stephanie, this event, and then we will leave the floor for the last moment to our friends of Confindustria Serbia.
You mean the event in Serbia you're talking about? Sorry, Andrea. Yeah. So it's from the 25th to the 28th.
Yes.
And so we've got the bus going up. We've got a 4-star hotel. On the Thursday, on the Friday, we have Xavier. Then in the evening, after Xavier, there's the possibility to walk around the city. And there is also a great opportunity to make contact, to really extend the network of business acquaintances, because there'll be a lot of different types of people, managers, all sorts of different types of people. Saturday is the day, let's say, our day of relax, and there we go and have a tour of the area surrounding Serbia. And again, there's another possibility to extend contacts in a more relaxed and natural. No, natural is not the right word, but a more relaxed way. And then on Sunday we return home with an enormous experience, with a great experience, be it from a business point of view, but also probably from a personal point of view too, and from a cultural point of view. Anything else?
Thank you, Stephanie. Great. Last words from Confindustria Serbia. Thank you so much for having creating this opportunity to have and share this webinar. Only a few words from your side, and then we will leave all the several people to their weekend that soon will start.
Well, thank you, Andrea and Stephanie. Xavier, it was a pleasure to hear from you, and we are excited to hear more on the 26th of April. From our side, we will try to engage as many professionals as possible, including master students, as agreed with Andrea. So let's hope it will be a useful and joyful day for all of us.
Okay. Thank you so much. So thank you to Vera, thank you to Silvia, thank you to Zorana for your presence during your attending this webinar. Thank you to Stephanie and Samuel from Limited Team, and thank you so much to Rapen Xavier that we will meet directly in person the next 26th of April in Belgrade. Thank you to everyone, and enjoy your day and your weekend ahead.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.